Welcome to your Mercury Retrograde reading. Mercury will go retrograde from the 9th of September until the 1st of October. Now, traditionally, Mercury retrograde is associated with delays, malfunctions, confusion, and frustration, such as electronic equipment not wanting to work, delayed travel times, email mishaps, anything to do with communication, because Mercury is associated with communication. However, Mercury retrograde is an ideal time to reflect on the past, as your intuition is now at a very high point. So it's an excellent time to look at your life. What's draining you? What have you been neglecting? What's not working for you anymore? Where are there imbalances? Where do you need to make changes and adjustments? This is really a fantastic time to look at that kind of thing. So we're going to look at the messages and energies Spirit wants you to be aware of and to work on at this time. So let's go ahead and see what this retrograde period is all about for you. Right, Gemini, let's get going and see what this Mercury retrograde has in store for you, what messages want to come through, especially for you, Gemini. I'm going to start off with your oracle cards. This gives us a nice core message that Spirit wants to share with you at this time. And then, of course, we will clarify everything further with the tarot. Just remember that if the messages that come through don't resonate, I don't want you to worry. It just means it's not meant to be your reading at this time. And you can go ahead and look at your moon, rising, and Venus signs, as they could have more relevant, more applicable insights and information for you. You know, a lot of people are, when it comes to Mercury retrograde, they're like, oh no, I'm not going to do anything. I don't want to go anywhere. But honestly, like with anything, every period has its blessings and its hidden gems. And that's what we're looking at now. This is what we're looking for over this period, because yes, it's Mercury retrograde, but it doesn't have to be bad. It can be a really beneficial and an insightful period. It's just what we do with it. Okay, let's see what we've got coming in for you. Gemini, the first message we get is full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. Lovely reading, because it just tells you there might be things going wrong this period, Gemini. Anything. It's like, you might have disagreements with people because there is, that disconnect with communication. Your electronics, your computer might just stop working, that kind of thing. Just says keep your eye on the bigger picture. Understand exactly the energies you're working with. Understand what exactly is going on, and you will manage through it. But we're going to clarify with the tarot. This is a beautiful card coming in for you, Gemini, if you believe, because that's at the end of the day, the foundation to anything is the belief that it can happen, can manifest. But we're going to look at that. Then you've got a very big card here, the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Now, this is a big one, Gemini. This is a big message, because it's telling you there's something, whatever you've gone through, all your trials and tribulations in the past, all your hardships, everything, it's because you've been training and working to get to some point. So, and it says here lifetimes, guys, right? So this is not just this lifetime. You've been training to get to a certain place. It could be anything, guys. It could be something to do with, maybe you've got some sort of limiting belief, an addiction, and an addiction could be, maybe just smoking or drinking. It's just like how to get rid of an addiction. And this message is coming through saying, you've been training for this. You've been training for this, Gemini. There is something here. And we're going to look at, of course, the tarot will tell us more, but this is something we need to look at, because I think it's quite a strong message. And then I think if you believe and your dreams are very much connected. But let's go ahead now, get your tarot cards, because that's really going to give us deeper messages into the main messages coming through. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we have here for our Geminis. We have got the Three of Cups. We've got the Four of Swords, we've got the Five of Pentacles, and we've got the Hermit. Okay, right. Now, under the look at the bigger picture card, we've got the this is the Three of Cups, and the Three of Cups is really associated with your friend group. It's associated with a celebration, with people who literally have your back and support you. So when it sits here under the bigger picture, it just tells me, and I really do believe this is all very much interlinked here. All your core messages. There is something that there's an underlying belief. There is an underlying belief that something is possible. And for some of my Geminis, this period now is a time where you're going to look back and say, okay, what am I starting to give up on? What am I starting to lose hope in? And when it comes through with the Three of Cups, it just tells me it's still there. Whatever it is, whatever this dream is for you, Gemini, that you're starting to, think, oh, Jesus, it's just never going to happen for me. It's just something I'm going to have to let go of. It's something, why would it happen for someone like me? When I see this Three of Cups, it just tells me two things very clearly, Gemini. It's still very, very possible, because you have the potential with the bigger picture that you will be celebrating. Okay, celebrating if you believe. And it also tells me that you've got a lot of support, and your support, this is for me it's a soul tribe support. So it's friends, family, anybody that has your back and wants the best of you. If you believe we've got the Four of Swords, and when I see this for me, Gemini, is, like I said, there might be a little bit of wavering of disbelief with regards to something. And I think this is, like I said, I think it's all very connected. For me, it's quite a heart-based dream that this is referring to. And with the Four of Swords popping in here, I get a strong feeling. First of all, this is the perfect time to take time out to be by yourself a little bit, because you've got the Hermit here as well, to contemplate things, to think about things, maybe write things in a journal, maybe do a vision board, anything like this that's just something that you can do on your own. I also get a strong feeling here, if you're able to do some kind of meditation. There are really lovely short meditations. If meditation is not easy for you, maybe just to listen to it for 10-15 minutes, just about believing in your dreams, manifesting your dreams, not giving up hope, because I think this is going to be very, very strong in connecting you to this belief. Okay, for my Geminis who's holding on to their belief, wonderful, because it tells me things are starting to happen. Things are starting to happen. Over this Mercury retrograde period, it's about reflection, putting things, like I said, letting go of things that no longer serve, and making the changes and the adjustments that need to be made. And then you keep going, because something is happening here. Now, right under the Age of Light, we've got the Five of Pentacles. Just tells me, right. So like I said, guys, this Five of Pentacles stance, you can see this is not an easy energy. So this will not resonate with everyone, guys, so just take it as it resonates. The energy I'm feeling here, this is what you've been training for lifetimes, is probably there's some kind of limiting belief that has to do with finances, guys. This maybe there is like a scarcity mentality. Maybe you always feel like there's never enough, or you're working so hard for too little. There is this kind of an energy here. And when this comes through right under your Age of Light, it's like, right, over this period, over this Mercury retrograde, Gemini, you need to look at this. You need to give this some thought and some considerations. And if you can maybe even, talk to your soul tribe, talk to somebody that has got this kind of insight, just see where it's coming from. This is something you've been training for lifetimes, and you want to kind of make this adjustment, make this change now, so that you can go forward and release this limiting belief for this lifetime and for lifetimes to come. Right, with your dreams, right under your dreams sits the Hermit. This is really the period, Gemini. Take time out. Take time out. Just, for some of us, just being at home is enough. Others of us, we like to be in nature, going for a walk, going for a drive. People get in a meditative state, like relaxed state when they're driving, or anything that's just going to take you out of your head, because this for me is really about reconnecting to whatever this dream is. It might have been something you've stopped believing in. If you're still believing in, I want you to even connect stronger to it, because it's coming through very, very strongly. Right, so now we're going to pull the little tarot just to get an additional message on every message that has come through for you. So we just want to clarify everything. Okay, let's see what we have here for our Geminis. We've got the Page of Cups sitting right there. We've got the Devil. We've got the Justice card. That's so great to see that card there. And we've got the Death card. Okay, right. Here, under your bigger picture message, Gemini, I think with the Page of Cups coming, clarifying your Three of Cups, there is somebody in your soul tribe. Okay, now your soul tribe, like I said, could be anybody that you feel comfortable talking to about your dreams, right? Your wishes. This is somebody that you you know has got your higher interest and your best interest at heart. I have a feeling if you just discuss whatever this is, this dream, there's something that you're working on, something that you want to hold this belief in, if you open up, just get some, like just share it with this person, discuss how you're feeling, this person is going to have very good information and insight for you. They've got something to offer for you that's going to just like give you a direction, give you an idea, give you motivation to keep that belief strong and rising. And if it was waning a bit, it's just going to boost it up again. Right, now we've got the Devil clarifying our Four of Swords, and this is just telling me, Geminis, that's not going to resonate for everybody, but for those of you for my Geminis who don't make the time just to calm down, take time out, okay, over this retrograde period, it could end up being quite a period where you feel constrained, like nothing's happening for you, your dreams aren't happening. It's like this Devil energy, like you're in this position, you're in a bind, you're never going to get out of it, nothing's ever going to break for me. So it just says, Gemini, find the time, do whatever it is. Like I said, guys, it can be the smallest thing, just writing your dream down in a journal in the present tense. It could just be like that, and then perhaps put it away, or maybe read it every second day or something like that, just to keep it alive. Just saying, there's something you need to do to just give this dream a boost, give this belief a little bit of a whoosh, so that you don't lose sight of it. Now, this is nice, Gemini. This is lovely, because it does tell me that there is a very strong possibility, if you work and acknowledge what this is, this limiting belief here. Like I said, I just used the example of something to do with abundance and scarcity, but guys, this could be anything. This being left out in the cold, this could be anything, right? It tells me, if you do the work, if you acknowledge and recognize it and do whatever you need to do to get out of it, you're going to restore balance. Over this Mercury retrograde period is it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like there's major things happening, but wow, on a deeper level, Gemini, a lot is happening here for you. A lot. You are bringing justice, which is like equilibrium and balance back into your life. And then, under your dreams, the Death card comes in and says, don't let your dream die. Don't let it die. Gemini, this is the perfect period. Sit down, go over everything, look at everything, because with death there is a rebirth, and this Death card is coming in and saying that if you take the time, just think about things, contemplate, meditate, conceptualize. There will be changes, because death is all about changes, but it's not about giving up a dream. It's about just making the changes that the retrograde period is going to offer you the perspective of getting, and then moving forward with them. Wow, what deep messages are coming through for you. Right, my dear Geminis, what I want to do now is I want to pull one more oracle card for you, just to get a final message from Spirit for you for this period. Right, let's see what we have here. Armadillo Spirit, set healthy boundaries. Now, what that is for me, about setting healthy boundaries, that is about just taking the time and making the time. So, I understand, like, things are nothing, life goes on. Even during Mercury retrograde, everything just carries on as normal. You might be very, very busy. You might be, people might be demanding a lot from you and your time. When the Armadillo Spirit comes in, it just goes, Gemini, it's up to you to say, guys, I'm not available for the next 2 to 3 hours. If you need to switch off all your phone, all your electronic equipment, do whatever you need to do in terms of your, where is it, my Hermit and my Four of Swords, so that you kind of tap in to this, your dreams, contemplating everything, putting into perspective. You make sure that you just say, not now. And you'll manage that perfectly, I have no doubt. So there you have it, my dear Geminis. That is your Mercury retrograde reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Just lets me know that you like this kind of content. If you would like, you can go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate that. I wish you a wonderful, smooth and peaceful Mercury retrograde period, and I'm sending you all lots of love.